Good morning. It is July 10th, 2026, 7:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is your pre-market analysis. All right, jumping into the NASDAQ here. Yesterday, we were looking at the candle that was down here, and it had wicked back up into this EQ area. So I had this circled for a reason, which was indicating that this was an area of resistance. So this would be a key area that we needed to get above or below to see what continuation direction we would have. And sure enough, price popped up to the upside. Now I had this level here marked out as our first level of resistance. So if we did break out to the upside, I anticipated it to hit that as resistance, and sure enough, that is exactly what it did. So today's candle has opened up inside that area of resistance. So now we have to see, is it going to continue to the upside? Currently, by looking at the chart, it does look like it wants to continue moving to the upside. So if we do break through this area of resistance, then the next area of resistance will be here around 30,241. I already have these levels. I've had these levels here for several days, so use those levels. They are good for trading. The EQ here, though. Now, we got to keep an eye on this because this will be support. So, failure to hold this as support. If this pushes back down, then we will have continued downside. But currently, it does look like price wants to move to the upside. And like I said, the first level resistance will be here around 30,241. Jumping into ES. ES has also went from being a doji to this candle that pushed straight up through this area, which, so it left this, which is this kind of a gap. It left that as support, or used it as support, moved to the upside into the EQ. New candle opens up, pushing into the EQ area as well. So this is circled because this is an area of resistance. So the price action that I'm looking for would be for a price to push through into the EQ, and I had already drawn this out, and it kind of will look just like this, where it pushes a little bit through the first level of resistance, maybe pulls back, and then tries again for another push through. So the price targets that I have is 7,655 to 7,694. Getting above that range would show continued upside momentum, and the price targets are 7,894 to 7,967. Failure to break out and move through this area of support will result in more downside, and the target for the downside I have is the prior week low and prior month low, which is at 7,398 and 7,294. Jumping into Bitcoin, Bitcoin has closed above a level of that I was identifying as a level of resistance. So it has flipped that resistance into support, and it has broken through this little diagram that I had drawn. So we can go ahead and remove that. And what I am looking for now, and actually yesterday I posted, it was right after the close, yesterday's close, we opened above the resistance level, so flipped it to support, and I did mention in there in my trading group that we are moving to the upside, so I am taking a long position. And targets for the upside. What do I have? Still these areas right here, 65,056 to 67,326. This area right here is important because this is an EQ. So this would definitely be an area of resistance that I'd be paying attention to. So 67,326 on Bitcoin. Pay attention to that level. Failure to continue to the upside would result into a breakdown if we get below this area of, let's see here. It's actually hard to identify, but if we do get through, I have an alert right here at this level, which is 61,000 basically. If we break below 61,000 and have a close, a body, a full daily close below that, then I would anticipate more downside. And these downside targets are still around the prior month low, the prior week low, and continued downside has us down to around 51,000. All right, so that is all I have for you today. If you are trading, good luck, and I will catch you in the next video.